Hi everybody, welcome to Bros for Family Homestead. I'm Darcy and welcome to week 4 of the Every Bit Counts Challenge. Today is day 22 and we're gonna harvest some herbs. I realized I'm low on oregano, but I have a lot here in the garden. I'm just gonna cut some of this and then we're gonna hang it in my drying rack. That was a pretty good haircut. I'll be able to harvest that again before the season's over. And that's a push down bucket full, that's awesome. My Clark's Heavenly Blue Morning Glory is blooming. This is earlier than normal for me. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some of this sage as well. All right, I gave that a good hard haircut. I think that'll do it. Here's a better look at all of the oregano. Can you smell that? And the sage that I harvested. I'm gonna get these put out on my drying rack. Current situation is I'm pulling the light leaves off of the thyme, and I have a little friend. Max, are you gonna help me? Are you gonna help me? No? Can you say hello to everyone? No? Okay. This is how much time I have right now. I do have a little bit more to take the leaves off. Max was no help if you saw him. And then I have some parsley here. I needed to harvest some for my dinner tonight, and so I just harvested some extra so I can put that on the drying rack too. And that's all that I'm going to do today. Today is day 22, so you see you back tomorrow, which is going to be a big day for day 23. Hi everybody, welcome back to day 23 of the Every Bit Counts Challenge. Today is chicken butchering day, so that is what we are preserving today. We have 35 chickens that Joe and I will be butchering and then breaking down into various cuts, packaging them up. I'll be making bone broth and we'll be freezing the chicken, canning the bone broth. It will be several days of this, but it will be worth it. Hi everybody, welcome back for day 24 of the Every Bit Counts Challenge. Today I just have a small project. I have these paste tomatoes, they're San Marzanos, and I think one Amish paste. I'm gonna go ahead and roast them and then just freeze the resulting product because this is not enough for a batch of sauce, but I don't want these to go to waste. And we're also taking a little bit of a rest day. Today's the day where we go to church. We're tired from the chicken butchering and we've got lots of stuff that we need to get to starting tomorrow. So that's all I'm gonna do for today. We'll see you back tomorrow for day 25. Here's my 2 trays going in the oven. Hi everybody, it's day 25 of the Every Bit Counts Challenge, and Joe and I are busy in the kitchen processing the 35 chickens that we butchered the other day. So we are cutting them down into the various cuts: boneless, skinless breast, boneless, skinless thighs, drums, and wings, and packaging them up in our 4 jars, vacuum sealed bags, and freezing them. We are also canning some. I have jars over there to can the drums. And then we have our roaster here that we're putting the carcasses in to make bone broth. That will go for a couple of days, and then I will strain it, chill it, and can it. And we have 3 roasters like this, so we'll be able to do all 35 birds at one time, which is great. So this is what we're going to be doing today for day 25. I'll show you up close some of the other things. But this is a big job, but it is going to be so worth it for chicken in the freezer and in the pantry for the rest of the year. Tired. So we processed 224 pounds, 14 ounces. So just shy of 225 pounds of chicken. We had tenderloins, we had wings, we had drums, we had thighs, breasts, and we spatchcocked some. And then I canned 7 quarts of drums and 8 pints of thighs. So that's a lot. And then I have 3 roasters and an instant pot full of all the bones and carcasses to make bone broth. So that will go for a couple days, and then we'll start canning all of the broth. That is it. Oh no, well there's a picture. I took the leaves off of some lemon balm and lemon basil that we previously dried. So that is it. Finished for day 25. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Hi everybody, welcome back for day 26 of the Every Bit Counts Challenge. Whew, that was a big one yesterday. So what I have left are these 2 half-gallon jars full of pieces and some thighs that we want to turn into ground. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to use my KitchenAid grinder and grind these up and then freeze them in 1-pound packages. I'll be using a KitchenAid attachment to grind this chicken today. So there's 2 different size discs for grinding. There's a large one and then this one. And so typically what you do is you put it through the large one and then you put it through the second one, the smaller one, and you get that desirable grind. So that's what I'm going to do with all of this. Let's see how much we get. It's all done and we have 9 pounds. So I've got 9 vacuum seal bags already here. We're gonna load them up and vacuum seal them. I ended up with 8 packages. I didn't have quite enough to make 9. So I just dispersed it between the 8 packages. So this will go in the freezer and we will have this for meals throughout the year. So that's all for today. We'll see you back tomorrow for day 27. Hi everybody, welcome back for day 27 of the Every Bit Counts Challenge. Today we're going to can some broth. I have 1 canner full that it is ready to go that I made in the Instant Pot. The other 3 roasters full, I am going to strain those tonight and put them in the fridge. It takes at least 24 hours for that to cool and chill enough for the fat to rise to the top and harden so you can take it off, which is what you need to do for safe canning practices. So today we're going to have 7-quart jars that we do, plus straining those 3 roasters full. Oh. And I gotta tell you guys, every time I start one of these videos, I have to look at something, my phone, ask Alexa, whatever, what today is, because I am not keeping the dates straight at all. So the broth is heating up in the kettle. As soon as it's done, we'll get that started. You may wonder what to do with all of the solids that are left after you make bone broth, and it is safe to feed to animals, any that are omnivores or carnivores. The bones break up, they will just crumble to nothing, so it is safe to give them to dogs, which I do, and I will give them some tonight, but I do not have the freezer space to keep all of this. In the past, I have packaged it up and frozen it to give them over time, but I do not have this space. So it's trash night, that's where it's going. So you can either feed it to your animals, throw it away, whatever. I'm not going to be keeping any of this time. If you want a step-by-step tutorial of how to can bone broth, making canned bone broth, I'll put a link to a video I have up here. It is very easy and what I would consider one of the best beginner pressure canning things to do. So if you've never pressure canned, I highly recommend doing broth. It doesn't have to be bone broth. You could just do chicken stock, beef stock, whatever you have. But I did want to tell you that I have been using 4 jars lids for a little while now, and I have loved them. I'm not having any issue if I open a jar with any of the coating coming off like I've had with some of, well, all of the others. I have not had any failed seals and no buckling or anything like that. I really do like them, and they do have a sale going on until August 31st for buy 100 lids, get 50 free. So that's pretty awesome. Plus I have a discount code for 10% off if you want to try them out. I'll put that up here. I'm straining all of the solids out, and then right now I am putting the bone broth into these jars that will go in the fridge to chill, so I can take the fat cap off once it's fully chilled. As you can see, there's a bunch of jars here. These are half-gallon jars. There's 16 of them that are full, a quart that is full, and then a half-full quart. This is a good amount of broth, but it's not a lot considering how many carcasses we had. I think we had like 10 per roaster or something like that, because we did spatchcock a few of them, so we only had the backs from those. So I could add water to this if I wanted, and it would still be a very rich and nice broth. I don't add vegetables or soup, salt or anything to mine, so that I can use it however I want, flavor it however I want, and I can also give it to my dogs without worry. So these will sit here to cool a little bit. This is way too taxing on the fridge to put in here as is. It's still very hot. So those will stay in the fridge for at least 24 hours to make sure they're good and cold. And then the fat rises to the top. You can probably already see the fat at the top of some of these. It will get hard or harder, and I can scoop it off, heat it up, and can it. So I'm really excited about that. And the canner with the 7 quarts is still coming down from pressure. It'll be done pretty soon. Hi everybody, welcome back for day 28 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. I just finished stringing up another thing of Thai chili peppers that I harvested. I just love the way these look. I'll try to insert a picture of the other 2 strings that we have done over this month. They're starting to dry out and looking nice. Thought I should just bring them out to show you on video. It'd be a lot easier to see. So this is the one that we did. Well, let's show you all 3. So this is the one I did today. This one was that last week? I don't know. And this was the first one. So it's definitely getting dry. It's still not dry yet, but it's shriveling it up and getting drier. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes. I will put those in a jar when they're completely dry, and maybe grind them up or just use them whole. I haven't decided yet. But I am going to do 1 canner load of broth. The fat cap is up at the top, but some of them are softer than others, so I'm going to just wait until tomorrow to really do several canner loads. This has been sitting here for a while, like when I made dinner, so it is melty. But I just took this small ladle and scooped off the fat off the top of some of the jars, filled my kettle, and it's heated up now, ready for me to put those jars in the canner. So there's going to be a lot of broth added onto my pantry shelf. That's going to be it for this video of week 4 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. But we'll be back with one more video because there's 3 days left in this month. So we have 3 more days to fill that pantry up for this challenge. Some days I did a whole lot of stuff, like the day we did the corn, the day that we butchered chickens, and other days I just had a bucket full of herbs that I had harvested from the garden. So truly, every bit does count. If you have been participating, please let me know below what you have been preserving, and we'll see you next time. God bless.